Om Sahanavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavahai Tejasvi Navadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavai Om Shanti 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 Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityoma Amrutangamaya Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Good morning, Shubhodayam. Hope all of you are doing well. Andaru క్షేమమా? Very good. So, what did I say on Monday, last prayer meeting? I said something on parenthood. Do you remember all the points? Yeah, there is a lot to be told on that subject. Today is actually the second episode. So, we all know the inheritance of characters. Characters or qualities are transmitted, transferred from parents to children through genes. 23 chromosomes come from mother and 23 chromosomes from father. So total 46 chromosomes thus the zygote will have. Through meiosis, reduction division takes place. And so the father's cell contains 23 chromosomes and mother's cell egg contains 23 chromosomes. We know this theory. So these genes are responsible for qualities or characters. So there are good qualities and bad qualities in father, and there are good qualities and bad qualities in mother. We are all a mixed bag. How much of good should come from father, and how much of good should come from mother, or how much of bad should come from father, how much of bad should come from mother? Who decides? Who decides? Suppose all the bad qualities of mother and all the bad qualities of father have come to the child. Then the child will be, how it will be? A veritable demon. All the good qualities in mother and all the good qualities in father have come to the child. An exceptional child, right? Who decides in what percentage the good and bad in father and mother should come to the child? Science has no answer here. Science says that exchange of genetic material takes place random. Okay. That which you could not explain, you use the word random and dismissed it. ఏది నీకు అర్థం కాలేదో దాన్ని ర్యాండమ్ అని చెప్పి వదిలిపెట్టారు. Similarly, our heartbeat. Heart keeps palpitating like this, we live. Okay? When the heart is stopped, we are no more there. And how heartbeat happens? Random, they say, involuntary. Swami Vivekananda says that which you could not explain, you simply use the word involuntary and dismissed it. At least have the humility to say, I don't know. There's a problem sometimes with science. Swami Vivekananda says the science popes are worse than religious popes. Religious popes, if they don't know about something, they say it's God. Science popes, they don't even agree that is the problem. We don't know everything about this universe. There are so many things which we cannot even conceive of, which we don't understand yet. So I have the humility. So here we have our culture. We get the real knowledge from our culture. In fact, when a human being dies, what happens? We don't really die. There's nothing like death. Death is only for the physical body. When a person dies, the soul or consciousness takes the mind or subtle body and then it enters into another body. Depending upon the actions that you perform through this physical body, you will get a human body or sometimes animal bodies also. You can go up or you can come down, right? You can go forward or you can go backward also. Both possibilities are there. From that, this is the reason why, from human being onwards, we are told actually to conduct ourselves consciously. Every action has a result. Law of karma comes into application only from human being onwards. In animals, there is no law of karma. Not that the animals will do bad karma and then they will have to, you know, experience the fruit of their bad action. Nothing like that. No law of karma there. From human being onwards, law of karma comes into force. If you do bad action, the bad result you will have to experience. If you do good action, you will get the fruit of your good action. Both you will have to experience. If not in this birth, the next birth. If not in that birth, the next birth. But your karma will follow you. The effect is sure to come. You have to experience the consequences of every action. That is the reason we need to conduct ourselves consciously. Okay, I'm acting in this way, I'm doing this action. What will be the consequence of it? What will be the result of it? Am I ready to experience the result of it? Am I ready to experience the consequence of it? If you are not ready, better don't do that action. That's what actually God has given us the faculty of discretion or discrimination, which we call as viveka in Sanskrit. So the soul transmigrates and it enters into that body. It looks for those parents which can provide it the right body, physical body. So already it is predetermined, already it is preordained. So according to as the child actually, who is actually taking birth, fresh birth through other parents, through his previous embodiment, the child has already made the software. Parents only provide the hardware, the physical body. According to the software, actually, the physical qualities or characters are taken from parents. But now, if the parents, as I told you in the last prayer meeting, if they invoke the blessings of the Lord on the child, if they pray to God, if they do some tapas, okay, then the God alone has the power to undo the karma of a soul. So he will undo the bad actions of that soul or the child, and he will infuse only good samskaras in the child. So you can have an exceptional child by tapas through the intervention of the divine. That's why it's very important that you have to pray before you beget children. Have you heard the story of Prahlada? Who is the father of Prahlada? Hiranyakashipu. Very good. You're all well informed. Who is the mother? Mother is difficult, right? Leelavati. Kaya. So both are demons, asuras, Rakshasa and Rakshasi. Okay. So if you have to go by this theory of inheritance of characters through genes, parental genes are asuric genes, right? Rakshasa genes. Child also must be born a Rakshasa. తల్లిదండ్రులు ఇద్దరు రాక్షసులు అయినప్పుడు కొడుకు దేవుడు ఎట్లయితాడు? అవ్వకూడదు కదా. ఓకే, జీన్స్ ప్రకారం, జీన్ థియరీ ప్రకారం. But the child was an exceptional devotee of the Lord. To both, though mother was an asura, father was an asura, demon, child was born with such qualities. He was actually the greatest devotees of the Lord. By birth, he had inherited such samskara. How? Mother happened to stay in the ashrama of Narada Maharshi when she was carrying Prahlada in her womb. She spent her time in Maharshi's ashrama. That Maharshi would narrate the stories of the Lord to this Leelavati. She would not listen, she would not understand, she would doze off. Narada Maharshi would tell the story, she would sleep off. But the child inside the womb of the mother was so alert. And the child heard everything what the Narada had said. And all the samskara the child had imbibed before the birth itself. And then actually the child could become such a great devotee of the Lord. Today scientists and doctors are talking about epigenetics. Epigenetics means only 15% genes determine the qualities of the individual, 85% environment. What thought mother generates, what emotion mother generates, particularly when she is carrying the child in the womb, that actually has greater impact than her genes. So environment they're talking about. This is called epigenetics, not genetics. Genetics was only 15%. Epigenetics, 85%. Today when you watch videos, through Keto, they are actually asking for money. Okay, my child is born like this. Okay, we have to give medical treatment to my child. Please help us. That is the request, right? In most of the videos. What is the first advertisement? So many children are being born with birth defects, congenital disorders, psychologically affected and physically also affected. Why all that is happening, you think? because the mother has undergone some severe stress for various reasons, right? Today, there's a lot of marital discord. After marriage, there's a lot of friction between husband and wife for various reasons. And because of that friction, because of the peacelessness, all that stress is transmitted to the child who will come into the world very soon. And that's why, because of all these distortions are taking place. And so it's very important that you conduct yourselves in a responsible way, and particularly mother should not generate any negative emotion or negative thought. So we have started actually an organization by name Arya Janani. Our doctors from Vivekananda Health Center under the leadership of Dr. Anupama Reddy has started this program by name Arya Janani, where we want to generate awareness, particularly to expected mothers. We want to support and we want to tell, we want to convey this message. We want to generate awareness among the people who want to become parents that you have to take care of your thought and emotion. If you generate positive thought and positive emotion, your child will be born with good samskaras. Afterwards, you don't have to work much upon the child. You just leave the child like that. You don't have to put in good school. You don't have to put in good college. Your child is born with great samskaras, good tendencies. And the child will become an exceptional child, irrespective of your upbringing. So today we think parenting will start after the birth of the child. Afterwards, we work so much. Actually, sacrifice so much. Parents practically sacrifice their lives for the sake of children. But they don't understand the parenting begins much before the child is born. Parenting begins from the day conception happens, even before that. So there's a lot to tell about this. You can visit that website, Arya Janani. You will have some information. You will understand what this concept is all about. Okay? Thank you. Nice day, Amma.